My name is Laura Belding, and I work at the Airmen and Family Readiness Center.
I'm Becca Crucell, and I also work at the Airmen and Family Readiness Center. And today we are going to talk to you about voting because we are your installation voting assistant officers.
There are many questions that come up during the voting process. We will be addressing the top questions that often arise. So Becca,
Yes.
what do you do?
So I am the primary installation voting assistance officer. So I'm pretty busy this year.
I bet. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I am your alternate to this process. Let's talk about time frames.
Perfect. So time frames, so I just want to start that we are all covered by Yokota, which is the Uniformed and Overseas Absentee Citizen Voting Act, which means basically anywhere in the world, we have the right to vote. Any citizen, no matter where you are, as long as you're over 18, you have the right to vote. So with the time frame, basically this is a voting year. So we need to make sure that everybody's out there exercising their rights to vote. So the time frame piece comes from when are your state's elections? You can always go to the fvap.gov site and look up your individual states and check out the time frames and when your ballots are due.
I'd love to have some more questions about ballots. When will I get my ballot? And what if I don't get my ballot? What happens then?
Very great questions, Laura. So with your ballots, to request a ballot, you need to fill out the FPCA, the Federal Postcard Application. With that application, Laura, you will be able to say you've never registered to vote. With that, you can register to vote. You can change your address, which is highly, highly recommended every January or whenever you PCS. And then also the third thing you can do is that's when you request your absentee ballot. That's when you use that piece. So doing the FPCA, the Federal Postcard Application, will allow you to do that. But if you're within 30 days of your elections ending and you haven't received your ballot, please do the FWAB, the Federal Write-in Absentee Ballot. That will process your ballot.
Now, what happens if I'm married? I'm worried about my partner being able to vote or my children, dependents. Is there a process for them as well?
It's the same process. As long as your dependents are over the age of 18, they have the right to vote too. They will be, because they are your dependents, so wherever you resided and that's where your residency is and that's where your voting residence is, that's where your child's residence will be for voting too. Same with the spouses, unless they have a different residence, because sometimes that happens. Being military, your state of residence is one place, even though you live in another place. You have to go with where your residency is. That's where you are registered to vote. So absolutely, children and spouses can still register to vote too.
I heard a rumor that I could actually go to the embassy and vote. Is that true?
Negative. That is not true. Please do not go to the embassy or the consulate to do your voting matters. They have to be done through your states. Again, if you don't know the voting process, please go to fvap.gov, and it is very laid out. They've made it simplified. Just click on your state and they have every question that you can possibly imagine answered.
Now, I know there's a form associated with this, but I get a little confused about how to send in my form. Is there a direction how to do that?
So it varies state by state. All states accept these forms via mail, snail mail, unfortunately. All states do it that way. Some states they're with the times and they will accept emails and they will accept faxes. Again, you'll have to go to fvap.gov, click on your specific state, and then it will explain to you if they do fax, and it'll give you a fax number, and if they do email, it'll tell you the email address that you can put them in. If they do fax, guess what, Laura? We have a working fax machine here in AFRC, so we have the ability to help you assist getting that vote off via fax if that's what you wish.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Becca. Do you have any last-minute suggestions for someone who might be hitting a roadblock, not sure what the next step is?
Yeah, so we do have a vote phone here. It is 225-VOTE. I also have an org box that we check constantly, and that's 374.aw.voter.yokota@us.af.mil. And then each unit on this installation, over 50 people, they have a unit voting assistance officer. So every squadron on this base, because we're just about every squadron is over 50, every squadron has a voting assistance officer. Please reach out to them. If you don't know who they are, contact your shirts, contact your command support staff. They are commander appointed. Somebody in your unit will know who they are. If all else fails and you cannot find anybody, please reach out to me and Laura. We want to make sure that everybody has the right to vote and everybody gets out there. This is a voting year. It's super, super important. We are all overseas, so there are no polls. We will all be voting absentee because nobody's in their respective states. So please, please, please reach out if you have questions. We're here to help you. We want to make sure that during these uncertain times that everybody's getting their questions answered and exercising their right to vote.
In addition, you can check the Yokota Airmen and Family Readiness Center Facebook page, where additional information regarding voting and a plethora of other topics will be posted. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.